All right, Pippa. All right.
And what else?
What else? What else?
What other fuck shit she done did?
What happened?
Cause you know her thoughts, dogs. Let me know
Yeah.
people's thoughts. What else? All right, come on, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna let her get out and tell her testimony.
And I'm gonna say it like this: you walk around here like a Karen, okay? And I'm gonna tell you something. There's a lot of y'all walking around here like Karens and Kens.
Come
and
on.
I'm gonna tell you
And
something
what
else.
What else she said? What else?
You just wait. You gonna be in the hospital talking about, well, dang, maybe this thing is real. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is real.
She done already had it. That's why she was by them folks' house, and they tested positive for corona. And she said she told them not to go get tested, but when she had fucking symptoms, and they got mad and kicked her out.
Well.
That was pretty fucked up, though. Pippa, what else? Oh, that was it?
That was it.
Okay.
I don't appreciate you trying to drag her through the mud. For what?
I found out on my birthday. Our birthday.
Believe it. That's that.
It's like we were born together, but we not related. We were born together, we look alike, but we not related.
And where's your brain at? Do you not have one? My twin sister this and my twin sister that.
She's trying to push a narrative.
Pepper. Yeah, but that's what narrative? That you the one that's going through it. You the only one going through it.
I wasn't gonna let her go through this alone, y'all. On my mama grave, on my sister grave. I as a twin, I was not gonna let her be homeless like this alone.
Get down, and
then
baby,
she sit there and say, I pretended to care.
No, she did care. She would have given you the shirt off her back. But you sitting there, when you came, I remember when you came and visited, and what happened?
She spent all my money, even though she knew I needed surgery, and then I could have died that night because when she was here, they had y'all had to rush me to the hospital that night.
Yeah,
and they said they thought that what was in me was gonna burst, and they said that because they had to rush me to that other hospital because when I had to go there because they thought it was gonna burst. If it would have burst, I would have died because I was needing surgery. That was what she said. The purpose of her coming down there was for me to for her to help assist me with surgery.
But
even then, her and China went to go eat food. Everything was fine. And I had to wait. I couldn't eat. Then when I finally was able to eat, she's sitting there turning her nose up, having a nasty look on her face, having an attitude. I said, y'all already ate, so don't fucking go there. Well, she got an attitude with me. Like all kind of crazy shit. Like from the minute she came, she was uncomfortable, tense. I'm telling her relax. She could sit down. Didn't want the touch of the dog. Was trying to get to know her. And I'm like, what you came down here for?
And then she had the nerve to,
And then she called me in the video, calling me dykes and all like that. That's why I said in the video, my dyke hands, my dyke dollars, spent all that food you was eating. My dyke hands,
drove you where you wanted to go.
Yeah, like she had all these places she wanted to go that I was taking her. You know what I'm saying? She seen that like we'll be going in the stores. I'm walking with my walker, and then we gotta stop every 5 seconds because I'm hunching over in pain.
She was supposed to be here for.
I right now have one fallopian tube, one ovary.
True story.
Because I wound up having this surgery without her. Because she created that argument on that video.
Yep.
And I started recording because I'm like, no, we're not finna sit there and you go back and tell everybody that I did all this. That was why I recorded that video. You're not finna sit there and say I did all this to you. And I'm sitting here, I need surgery, and you doing all this fuck shit. You created this argument and then sat there and say you're not gonna leave and then asked me to take you to the library. You had me thinking me and you made up while the whole time you sat there and got mad and slammed my car door.
And you know how she feels about that.
When my other brother done already fucking slammed my car door and busted my mirror and I had just got that damn car.
Yep.
Slammed my car door, right? So then she got me thinking me and her made up. While the whole time she's sitting at the library typing up her bus ticket.
Yep.
And then she goes to China and starts talking about me like a dog. And that was how that argument started.
And I didn't appreciate that because I'm like, hey, yo, y'all two was in the same room.
And China was like China was fussing at me. And I'm like, do you see me the one starting any of this?
Right. And I'm like, y'all need to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was
Everything
in the same
is y'all
room.
need to do this. Y'all need to, why y'all can't get along? And I'm sitting there like, I'm sitting here in pain. Well, I got time to be fucking with anybody, starting any kind of arguments, thinking about any type of old shit anybody did.
Right. And she's like, oh, this, that, and the other, da, 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 da. And I'm like, do you not understand that she has to go get the surgery?
So while she's sitting there calling me a narcissist and telling everybody go back and look at that video, that whole time she created that whole argument just for an excuse to leave.
Yeah.
When she said the whole purpose for her coming down was so she could be there for me for the surgery.
She just said
to
that.
Create the argument once my money was gone.
To go
home. It was like a tease. That's what narcissists do. Like now you done fucked up. Now you don't have nobody to be there for you to have surgery. But she was supposed to. She talking about I didn't let her drive my car, but I was letting her get a feel for driving my car.
That's right.
Because she was gonna be the one to be driving me back and forth for the surgery.
That's it. That's right. That is facts. Period. Point blank.
I chose her out of all the people in the family, but the family blackball her from driving. The family blackball for her from having relationships. The family blackball her from having a place to stay.
And you had the nerve to
Matter of fact, I think I had just moved in this apartment. And I was like, it's going to be a risk of even letting her come stay here because I know I might get put out. Because I almost got put out when I let my other brother come visit. And he fucking slammed my car door, bust my mirror on my car door, ripped the blinds, and fucking tore off the fucking doorknob off my front door.
Yep.
And then the family, like, I recorded it on video, but the family still call themselves getting mad and dragging me because I pulled a fake gun on him to get his attention to stop. But all of them was mad at me, but guess what? That didn't scare him enough to fucking... He stopped for a minute, but the minute I put it away, he didn't stop with his fuckery that night.
That's right.
He did not stop with his fuckery that night.
Did not.
And I told him it was fucking fake. Why would I pull a real gun on my fucking family member? Maybe that wasn't too smart on my part. But I just, at the time, I'm like, I just moved here. Everywhere else I've tried to get an apartment, I couldn't. I fought tooth and nail to get in this place at the time.
Right.
And I'm like, I just moved here. I ain't been here a whole month. And this dude is like screaming, yelling,
Yep.
cussing.
Right.
kept hopping the fence and sliding my fucking destroyed the fucking what's that those little small little lines that covers the windows.
The blinds?
No, the small little, it's like a little cover that he ripped.
Oh, those are blinds, honey. Those are blinds. Those are sliding blinds. Yeah.
Yeah, all that he destroyed. And I'm like, when he go, I gotta fix this.
Yep.
And even though I told my other brother that, guess what he told me? You got the money, you fix it.
It's always Brandy's got this. She can do it, you know. And that's fucked up.
But I'm wrong. And even though they knew I wasn't crazy enough to pull the trigger, I got my kids I gotta live for. I got my life I have to live for. I don't want to go to jail. I'm not crazy. But yeah, they talking about, they got stuff drawn on me. They got screenshots and this and that. Pull it. But I told them my reason for that. I fought tooth and nail to get in that apartment, and the boy is on drugs. And that night, I guess he was trying to find somewhere to get drugs and was fiending real bad and acting a fucking plum fool. And to be honest with you, he used to do that a lot when I let him come live with me in Virginia.
Oh my God.
And that's why the shit came about the way my kids got fucking taken away in the first goddamn place. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on record.
Wow.
Yeah, I said it.
Damn.
And then they had the nerve to call the police on me.
Damn.
It was a setup. They never want me to have anything good or anything happy, but I'm the gang stalker. But that was just the reason why I went to talking about my other brother is explaining because that type of shit was possible of happening with my twin sister. That type of stuff used to happen with my biological mama. Fuck. And I'm not going to get into that because the woman's passed on and I'm not going to get into that out of respect. But, you know, I took a risk of that even happening for the sake of not wanting to see her on the streets. But I sleep with a CPAP machine, a breathing machine, right? And I would have took a risk of me and her being homeless and me not having anywhere to use my breathing machine to plug it up. So have a risk of having a heart attack, stroke, blood pressure being higher, clogged arteries, and all the risks that come into not properly using your CPAP machine when you have sleep apnea.
Right. So what would have happened?
And let me go back to also Candy not being loyal. I did all this shit to her, but okay, she was making all these videos about me for months, years. And even before I found out about this shit, she was reading emails that me and her privately had amongst each other.
And that's another thing.
That's not loyalty.
That ain't.
We're family. And
that's
she did
private.
That to me.
That's
Read
private.
that shit out on the internet.
Disrespectful.
Told people how. I don't even know who told her accurately how much money I make.
My God.
How she even knew the VA cut my check $300. How she was able to dig that up. But she's talking about Stars K doing all this shit to her? Come on, bruh. Maybe Candy's the real gang stalker.
Gotta be. How you just disrespectful.
How she dug up that shit on Lanika, that picture, because Lanika was like, how she got that picture of me? I said, fuck, I don't know. Lanika was creeped out. I said, when she said how she got that picture of me, I got creeped out too. But my channel ain't tell it like it is for no reason why this bitch going around telling people tell it like it's false.
You sitting
She
here.
talking about she's targeted, man.
And
I
I'ma
don't know if she even know what her narrative she's pushing anymore.
Right.
But at this, no, I said in the other video, I'm sorry, I take that back. She's not trying to get money, but no, bitch want money.
How
Just
you
like
running
anybody
around
else.
here? How you running around here? Running up to. Listen, what you're doing? You guys, I don't
Look,
understand.
even Pippa in on the conversation. Look
I don't
at
understand how you think you doing the right thing, and cursing people out for what?
she ain't no better than that cussing pastor. She worse than that cussing pastor.
Driving their cars, minding their business, bruh. They minding their business. They don't know you.
Look,
They don't know you.
oh baby,
You think everybody's got an agenda against you.
it's called paranoid schizophrenia.
Sad. It really is. You sitting here, my sister, my twin. What has she done to you?
But then talking about she watch videos commenting on stuff that ain't got nothing to do with her. But my name is being mentioned
brought
in
up
those
all the
fucking
time.
videos.
Stressing her. Yeah, come on now. What are you?
Probably why I can't get well. You know how long y'all think do the math. When I did that video, girl, you better leave me alone. You trying to fight? She sitting there nudging me to pedal. I said that when I did that video, and I was sick like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before that, and I'm still sick.
Still sick. And you.
And she gonna say, why the gang stalkers always doing videos? I mean, why the gang stalkers always talking about it's my fault that they sick?
Because you stressing them out.
Stress causes illness.
You stress them out with all this nonsense.
I promise you, if I knew that I didn't do shit to try to help, I wouldn't be bitching like I am. If I did the shit she said I did, like I said, don't make me bring my brother. Don't make me bring my brother to say what she did with that fucking money that with her what was that student loan money? The bitch went to Costa Rica twice.
And you had the nerve to blame her for that. Excuse
and she
you?
bought a car. And she was renting cars before that and wrecked like 1 or 2 of them.
See, she know. You sitting here talking about
But we spent your. I can't speak. I don't know what the rest of the family did with her student loan money.
Right, but you sitting here.
She bought a car with that damn money, and
you sitting here blaming her.
Even when she even when Hurricane Katrina hit, she still had that car. Even when she drove to Milwaukee with that car. I don't know why she don't have that car no more. I think she even drove back to New Orleans and was living with my foster mama still and still had that car. So evidently she was paying, had some money for some time.
Had to have had.
With that student loan money, unless she had more than one student loan and was paying that car. And then, like I said, the motherfucker went to Costa Rica twice. I've never been out of the country.
Nope.
You know, I've moved from state to state and stuff like that. But how does girl? I have my own income. I have my own car.
Right.
Stop. You're not going outside or to eat at this time of morning, ma'am. You know the drill. So chill. Stop. But I didn't have to use her. That is not my character.
Exactly.
That is not how I roll.
Exactly. Talking about she ain't take your nothing. She ain't take your nothing. You sitting over there lying left ways, front ways, back ways, all
And
kinds
then
of
she
ways.
got the audacity to talk about stuff I did with my children, especially my boys. She wasn't even in my boy's life. And sitting there could tell a whole YouTube about what I did with my god doggone children.
Not cool.
And how I treated my children. She wasn't even in their life.
Not cool. Not cool.
And like I said, she not a gang stalker, but she sat there and went. She knew my foster mama was trying to open up a case on me. But this same abusive woman she talks about, she went and told the bitch that I put bruises on my daughter. And I'm like, bruises? Those are Mongolian spots, you dummy. I had to go look myself. And I'm like, how you not so sure the daddy didn't do it? You hated the daddy. But now all of a sudden you on YouTube, I did everything to the children.
Wrong.
But back then you was trying to say the daddy did everything to the children.
So who did it? You understand? Disrespectful.
You hated the daddy so much. And like I said, you didn't tell me that day when I went swimming and we was waiting for you to come outside. I was waiting for you, Dwayne, and Rayenda. All y'all took a long time to come outside. To be honest with you. Rayenda cleared her name on that. Dwayne had on gray sweatpants that day. Y'all know the gray sweatpants thing. You the one told me Dwayne dick is small and he was on the hard and his dick is short and fat.
Ooh.
But you tell me, you sit there and try to claim that you don't know nothing about the size of his penis and all that shit. And I wish I could get Mr. Terry around because he was ironing his shirt at the time. And you sat there and walked by that sofa. Damn. I'm not finna show my house. But you walked by that sofa and there was that long table going in toward the kitchen at my foster mama house, the downstairs kitchen. And there's the sofa and there's this big ass space in between, like from this side of the couch to that side of the couch, maybe a little more space.
Right.
And you walk in front of him you could have walked behind him. Because that was enough space to walk behind him. You gonna squeeze in front of him talking about, oh, excuse me, it's my OCD. No, you say it's my Tourette's. That's what you said. And I said, oh, I got Tourette's too. You don't remember I bopped you in the head repeatedly upside the head with a newspaper? I was pissed because I told my therapist about that and she bust out laughing at me.
Yep.
So no, motherfucker, you know the size of my husband's penis while you sitting there making up lies talking about you don't know nothing about my husband's penis.
Why do you have to lie?
That's why you ain't got a boyfriend in the same features as him, huh? The green eyes and light skin. What was that dude name you was dating?
Why do you have to lie? Why? You know what she's been through.
Now, I got a career in screaming rape, but now all of a sudden you writing in your Amazon book that you a rape victim?
What the hell? Really? Oh, gosh. I don't understand. Why, Candy? Why?
Because she has to be relevant. But I'm the narcissist. But you making 50 videos a fucking day. Showing your face. But you being gang stalked.
And you have to put...
You showing your face. Everybody knows.
And you
everybody see your fucking teeth.
And everybody hear your voice.
If
and
you don't
gotta
stop
put your
me.
sister in there somehow.
Why me? We got other brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
You talk about the other brothers and sisters, but I was the main one that abused you?
Wrong. And you can say, how the hell you know you wasn't there? Let me tell you
something. I need to show this again? Do I need to show this again? This Pudge. And when she threw this fucking chair, that toy at me. That metal truck. Do I need to show it again? Look at this side of my stomach.
Stop,
If
Pippa.
the dog is in the way, move, get down.
Get down, Pippa. Get down.
Let me show y'all the difference in my stomach.
Get the crate for a while.
You see this side, right? Now you see this side. Okay, you see this side. Now you see this side goes lower. You see how this part right here is lower? That's from when she threw that fucking metal truck at me when we were kids. She was always mean and hateful.
You always talking about my sister this, my twin sister that. She ain't gotta lie about a
But
goddamn thing.
1 second I abused her, and then the next second, all right, I was abusive, but I was under the MK Ultra mind control, and then the next second, oh, it was the medication.
Stop lying.
I'm on medication. Well, there is some medications that can make you pretty aggressive. Cause remember that one medicine I had to get the doctor to take me off of, that Lexapro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that Lexapro.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that even for
Yeah,
me.
there is a couple of medications that can make, but can't do medication or not. My foster mom was focused on making me take my medication, and they seen that I wasn't taking my medication for what, 2 years, 2 or 3 years. They found I had been hiding my medication underneath the bed, and they like, you been performing in school like that, and you ain't been taking medication? I was like, yeah. They like, how long that medicine? They like 2 or 3 grocery bags full of pills that I used to be hiding underneath here and shit. They like, how long you been doing that for? Like 2 or 3 years. It's like, you going to the military. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't do nothing wrong. Like, come on, man. 9/11 just happened. You gonna do this to me? Come on, man. I'm sorry. Whatever I did in life, I'm sorry. Y'all gonna send me to war.
Hush.
I know, right? Y'all gonna do this to me. Candy the one wanted to go to the military. It's just like my foster mama. I don't know. It's like she liked the candy more than me, but I always was doing certain stuff. But like certain stuff, it was like my foster mama treated Candy better than me. But don't get it twisted. It was other people that didn't favor Candy, that favored me a little bit better than Candy in certain instances. But it was for stupid reasons. Like Brandy got better hair than Candy. Candy made better grades in school. It was like people was always, but Candy was the one that did this. When we was in junior high school, Candy went telling people that I was a dyke when we was in junior high. So they started calling both of us dykes, especially my foster mama sending us to school with haircuts like this, but then had us wearing skirts. So it was kind of crazy. Then I don't know, somewhere somebody started this rumor that me and my twin sister was taking baths together and fucking each other and all this crazy shit. And then my twin sister started the rumor up again when I was in high school. Hirsch started the rumor up again when we was in high school. Not only saying I was a dyke, but me and this girl was best friends. Hush. And then started telling people I had HIV.
And that's disrespectful. Totally.
So guess what I did in return? And Candy went and she started saying, you is a dyke. You fucking dyke. Like my foster mama had us peeling shrimp together. And she started talking mad shit one day, right? And we was peeling shrimp together. And I couldn't take it no more. So I just saw red. I ain't gonna lie, I did the same thing to my biological mama. I'm not bragging, I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is. If you knew the shit my biological mama was saying to me, it was pretty bad. Like, Candy and my biological mama pretty much got the same mouth. It was like I saw red, right? And I got up from on my chair and in slow motion, I just knocked Candy out. That was the funniest moment ever, because as she fell in slow motion and had this retarded smile on her face, like like this Wanda kind of smile on her face. It was the funniest thing ever. But there was this girl named Layla Bonilla. She was a Spanish chick. She was so mad. She was so pissed. Me and her became close after that too. I had like a few Hispanic friends in school, but we became closer. There's this one girl named Veronica, like, and Abel, but still, I think his name. Like me and these people, we became closer after Candy spread that rumor. Like, it was horrible. Like, a few people was running from me, and I'm like, where's this coming from? I got HIV. Who told you that? And because people was like, is it true you got HIV?
Why would you say that?
Like, it went around the whole fucking school.
Why? Why would you say that? Boy, you really have no conscience.
And
you
then,
have no heart.
Even Candy was coming home. It was like, you AIDS dyke, you AIDS dyke.
You have no conscience. You have no heart.
Pepper, go to sleep. She's only whining because I'm in here.
But that's just wrong. Why would you run around and say that? And if it would have the other way around, you'd have been mad, and you know what I'm saying. So you can't. You gotta think about shit before you say, but you don't. You just say shit, just to make people feel sorry, and then no.
I survived a lot of verbal abuse, a lot of mental abuse, between my foster mama. I used to play a lot of mind games. Then I had to deal with a lot of verbal abuse between my foster mama and Candy. A lot of verbal abuse, like intense verbal abuse. And then physical abuse. And then they wonder why I'm so hard and so tough, because at the same time, my foster mom was like, you better suck that shit up. You better not cry. I'm going to bust you in your shit if you cry. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to go to the military. And my nickname was Crybaby in the military. In basic training, but now I got a reputation of being a dyke. I got to get love from somewhere.
Let me tell you something. Do me a favor.
Okay, here, you say everything you got to say. I keep thinking over.
Keep my name out your mouth. Okay? You don't control me, and you damn sure don't control her. Okay?
She's spreading all these rumors talking about I'm trying to control her.
You don't control nothing over here. Okay?
I control Pippa though, and Pippa don't hurt. You want some water?
I gave her a little bit, but...
No, she killed that.
Don't give her a lot, because she...
I know. She gonna pee-pee.
You don't control nothing over here. You don't pay rent over here. Okay? You don't contribute over here, nothing. You don't live over here. Okay? So, you have no right to talk about her. Well, she my family, and she did... No.
You don't do that to family.
You don't do that to family. Because if the tables were turned, guess what? You would have been bitching and carrying on like you do.
That's what she wanted.
Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
She's not gonna leave me alone.
Because let me tell you something. What y'all gonna do when and I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying for them.
I think I would die before she do, because I have a lot of health problems.
What would you do if I had to deliver that message to y'all? What you gonna say? You did it. No. All of y'all stressing her out and everything. That's what did it. I always sit here and pray never to have to deliver that message. Because I couldn't take it. Live your own life.
There you
Leave hers alone.
go. There it is.
Keep my name out of your mouth.
There it is. I'm drained now.
Enough is enough. Talking about I'm getting out the truth. What truth? Bitch, well. Bitch, well. What truth? The truth in your head. Because what you spewing ain't true, sweetie. Believe it.
Yeah, man, I don't know what type of agenda she's pushing, but she's dead
You
wrong.
wrong.
And she gonna have to answer to God for that.
Exactly. But you running around here talking about you a
But then she go around making videos about saying fake Christians or something about fake Christians booted her from some chat or group or something. Everything is always fake but her, and she's fake as hypocrite walking
Exactly.
around.
Exactly.
If you don't agree
You
with
the
her,
only
you're
one fake around here, sweetie.
If you disagree with her, you're fake. You're
Exactly.
a gang stalker. You're
Right.
not real.
Right. But
Yeah.
you the only one fake. You ain't what's the word? You're not
Genuine?
thank you. You're not genuine. You as phony as a $2 bill.
And some people might say, why you letting your own girl trash her like that? This girl been trashing her for months and kept her mouth shut.
I've been
For
keeping my
over
mouth
a year, really. And to be honest with you, that bullshit about I gave my children up to be with her, I met this girl September 8th. Because it was Wyatt's birthday. On the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And then we met in person September 10th.
Mm-hmm.
I got to visit my children last July 9th. Before that, I signed the papers. It was like April or some shit. So all that shit about I gave up my children to be with a woman.
That's
and
wrong.
I'm taking care of a woman. China been doing the cooking.
Yep.
China been taking out the dog.
Yep.
China been bringing me water.
Yep.
China
like I said,
been helping me out, especially the past year, because I've been so sick the past 2 years. I got my health declined.
Yes, it did
drastically. So China been the one helping me out. So I'm taking care of her. Well, the tables have flipped. She gets a little bitchy at times, and I gotta get in her shit.
Yeah.
And remind her, about there been times where I had to take care of you and blah, blah, blah.
And that's the truth.
Fuck, if I ask her to go walk to the store, even though I got a fucking car, she will get up and do it, even in the fucking rain.
Even in the rain.
Middle of the night.
Yep, I do. I go.
She went and got me some fucking NyQuil.
Sure did. Because there's nobody else. If you were here, guess what would happen? Nope, you'd have an excuse.
She'll tell me kiss her ass or just say that I'm just trying to use her.
Exactly. Use what? What you
she
got?
She doesn't know the proper terms. She over exaggerates the proper terms.
Exactly.
Like narcissism or using somebody.
And she's the one that
offering somebody something and pushing it in their face.
It's
and then
totally
when you get
different.
Mad and then be an Indian giver.
Exactly.
That's not using somebody, my nigga.
That's totally different.
And that's what she did with the family. I do remember that now that I think about it. A lot of that stuff, when she did get that money, she was shoving shit and shoving money like we were strippers with that money.
And you gonna sit here and say she used
out of all the money.
You like get your lie together.
Like I said, she came from Costa Rica and just dumped like 20 packs of cigarettes in my lap.
How she know that?
I used her out of
How she know that if that's a lie? How she know that?
And then she sent that shit in the mail. You remember? And one of them things she sent me was that girly nightgown.
Yeah.
Then people telling me I'm not a real stud and shit like that because I'm like saying, well, my twin sister gave me this nightgown.
Right.
I'ma wear it.
Right. But how she know all of this? Come on now.
She sent it to me in the mail. I wore them shorts till the wheels fell off. Huh?
Sure did.
Them fucking 2 pairs of shorts she sent me in the mail that
Sure
I
did
not ask for.
Sure did.
But now we use that? Get the fuck out of here.
You totally just
And then when I offered her stuff, she turned it down.
right.
But then I'm using her. And
Right.
then, like I said, let me give you an example. There's a guy in the vape industry I even fucking donated money to that needed help to get from wherever he lived to another place, his hometown, to fucking people raised over $13,000
And what happened?
to his GoFundMe. I donated a little bit of money, but it wasn't a lot. And I even won a waffle or something. They turned a couple of them into waffles, right? But the dude turned around and posted pictures of him being in a fucking casino gambling the money and then blocked me.
So, yeah.
They got people like you on fucking Facebook all the time.
Every day.
Joseph McCollum.
Hell yeah.
And this other bitch, Sweetie something. And a couple of others. Send $10 to the Cash App. You ain't gotta do all that you doing. Just fucking
guess
go live
what?
and say send $10 to the Cash App.
But guess
People will
what?
do it.
But guess what?
People will do it.
But
you
guess-
ain't gotta do all that you doing.
But guess what?
People will send you
See,
money to your Cash App.
But see, one of them didn't learn their lesson because they was always showing off what little they got.
But hold on, that dude, that's why I said, and then like I did, I sent $10 because that was all I had at the time. I did. But then I found out you was talking shit about me.
And you gonna
And
get
I
mad
asked
about
for
that?
my money back.
Right.
And you went around telling people that I was trying to demand money from you.
No, that's totally wrong.
So
False.
yeah, I asked for a refund because I found
Exactly.
out you was talking money.
She
about
had
me.
every right to ask for
But I was like,
her
I get-
money back.
I was
Her
like, I
money,
get paid.
not yours.
What was that? In a week or so? Anyway, I was like, I'm gonna send some extra money
Right.
because she made that video saying that if you don't send me money, you're going to hell.
How you
I
gonna
was
manipulate the people like that?
I was like, let me just go on this.
You a manipulator for sure.
Because that was all she was asking for in the video anyway, was $10.
That was her money she asked for back. She had every right. Not for you to say, oh, she did da 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 da. No. She had every right to ask for her money back.
Mm-hmm.
That was hers, not yours.
So but that was the reason why I had, that was the reason
The
why
nerve
I
of you.
for the money back. But then she's telling people like I just was just being narcissistic and playing mind games, just asked for the money back.
Candy
You was talking shit about me, so I asked for a refund.
Candy will drag you through the mud and turn
I was
around and
gonna
say, oh,
sacrifice not buying vape stuff and send her more money that following week or 2 weeks or whenever I was gonna get paid. But to be honest with you, she know how it is out here living in Texas. The money is fucking tight up here. Well, she already fucking doxed me anyway and told where we at, so I might as well do it. She know how it's fucking expensive out here.
yes, it is.
Her and her retarded mind and the rest of the family's retarded mind. I'm such a baller, shot caller.
Let me tell you something.
I got all this fucking money.
Let me tell you something.
Bitch, we struggle just like...
We struggle like everybody else.
Yeah, we struggle.
You talking about struggling? Let me tell you something.
We struggle too.
This pandemic made it worse.
We were struggling before the pandemic.
Yeah. But let me tell you
It's just
something.
Fucking rent going up.
Right.
I pay $1,000 a month on rent alone.
True story.
And before I refinanced my car, and thankfully I did because so happened coincidentally when I refinanced my car, the VA fucking went and fucking tried to hit me with cutting $300 off my check. So I'm not Miss Baller Shot Caller. You know what I'm saying? So I go through financial troubles too, but let them tell it. I'm Miss Baller Shot Caller. Oh, I got bills too, but I always tell them I make enough to pay all my bills. That's about it.
You think she over here living a life of luxury? Where? No. Let me tell you something. We are blessed to have a roof over our head, food
And if I was
on the table, and clothes on our
show you
back.
how much I'm struggling. I'm in a 1-bedroom, the smallest one they have available, bitch.
Bam.
And the rent is $1,000.
Hello?
But I'm balling. Shot
Oh,
calling.
we balling over here. In a one.
Fuck out of here.
Come on now. Do you know how that is? You gotta pay all of that, and they don't even come in here to do what they need to do.
I've even had to reach out to people and ask every now and then to help with
For
groceries.
help, yeah.
But I'm balling.
But don't nobody tell you that.
I'm balling and don't want to help my sister. Fuck out of here.
But don't nobody tell you that shit.
They don't know. She just go off based off what
other people?
No. What them other people in her head tell her.
Oh, right. Yeah.
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 Another 26 people in her head.
Ah.
That's why she's so like she is, because it's about 26 of them motherfuckers in her head.
Well, you need to tell them to shut the hell up and leave you the hell alone. Go get some help, please.
All
Okay?
the people she used to claim to be imaginary friends were never imaginary friends. They was always here.
Go get some help, because I'm going to tell you something.
No, don't tell her get no help, because, that's a trigger.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We don't want to tell her to get no help.
Right.
She doesn't have any intentions on changing.
Right.
She doesn't want to get help.
My
She doesn't
bad,
wanna
my
get better.
bad,
Ain't
my
nothing wrong
bad,
with her.
my bad.
Same thing like with my husband Dwayne, who's demented and crazy and tried to wreck cars with my kids in it, tried to wreck cars with me in it, and
ain't nothing wrong
cars with my sister, and it fucking flipped the car and totaled the car, and only his dumbass, the one that got hurt and had fucking gasoline leaking, and the car almost blew up, totaled my fucking car. But ain't nothing wrong with him when he fucking did the shit on purpose. And then gonna ask me, what do I tell him? Ask me what shit he telling insurance people. I said, nigga, you tell him what happened. I should have known that he was on some scamming type shit, but I was young. I didn't know no better.
I'm going to tell you something.
That's why she's always running around talking every day somebody trying to hit her with a car. Bitch, you on some fraudulent shit.
Hello?
But, you trying to clear your name about why you went to jail. For fraud.
Thank you.
Fuck out of here.
Running around here. Ooh, he tried to run me over. Who?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. You living in Shreveport, them bitches will trying to run you. In Shreveport, they will try to run you over. In Atlanta, they would. So she might be right. They probably would be trying to run her over though. Cause you in Shreveport, I used to be pushing my children and my daughter in the buggy, and they don't let you. They speed the fuck up when you trying to get across the street.
I'ma tell you.
Probably do be telling the truth about that, but
you just need to know the truth. You say you trying to tell the truth. The truth you telling, that ain't truth.
And like I was telling her years ago about all that fucking Illuminati and MK Ultra and eugenics and stuff, them people get paid to say that shit for content.
Exactly.
Just like the shit with Tasha K and Toxic 2.0 or whatever her name is. Them people fucking doing all that drama and shit for content. Behind closed doors, all them motherfuckers get along.
They friends.
And how I know that shit, they do the shit in the vape industry. All the motherfuckers call themselves trying to drag me. They all buddy now. All them motherfuckers that was beefing at the time that they was dragging me, they was beefing. Now all them motherfuckers get along.
And I'm going to tell it to you like this.
It's laughable, to be honest with you.
Right. You running around here, you understand, talking about, I don't need to wear a mask and all of this here. Let me tell you, this thing is real. You sitting here
It was at one point where they were saying you needed to wear a mask to have sex. Remember?
And yeah, now they're saying, let me tell you something. You got to wear a mask when you go into a government building, sweetie. You got to wear a mask if you go on a bus or a train or anywhere, or else you're not getting on. You're not getting no service if you don't wear your mask.
Get up.
So guess what? You're going to be asked out.
I don't love my children, huh? I don't know what's in her business when she told me fuck me and my lifeless ass kids of how I feel about my children.
She cries about...
Oh, I got a picture in arm's reach.
You know she cries about her kids every day.
Oh, how fast did it take me to grab that picture though? How fast? Nanosecond, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't love my children though. And look how well dressed they are. Matching everything. Who bought them clothes? I did. I don't love my children though.
She loves her children.
I almost
Do you-
seen it the other night.
Do you
because
know-
of what she said about my children was worrying me in my head that they probably being drugged and raped right now.
Why the fuck? Why would you say that?
I gotta pee.
How dare you? What's wrong with you? Are you serious right now? Why would you say that shit? And you know how she feels about her children. You ain't got no brain. You ain't got no brain matter, baby. Something wrong, cause ain't no same person gonna say that shit. Ain't no same person gonna say that. And you know how she feels about her children from the minute I met her. She has cried and wished and hoped and just, you know what I mean, about her kids. And you sitting here talking about they probably be, what? And some of the stuff, listen. You lucky, cause it would have been me and you fighting. And I ain't gonna bullshit you. I'd have got my licks, but I'd have got some licks into you too, because guess what? I don't play fair either. You've disrespected her too many times. If you'd have said that to anybody else, they'd have whipped your monkey ass. Believe it. The shit you say, believe it. Would have ripped your ass apart. Don't nobody say this shit. What kind of shit is that to say to a mother? What? You didn't, like you didn't care for them. Why? Those are children, innocent. What did they do to you? What did they do to you, Candy? Not a damn thing but be kids.
Talking about I made my sons eat feces and how you know? You were there?
What kind of shit is that to say? And what was that about your daughter?
First of all, wait a minute. I think I know where she get that from. Because they said me and you used to do the same thing.
Oh.
When we were kids. That's what Ann told me.
Oh.
But that was after Raven had that seizure. That febrile seizure. She come home from the hospital. I wake up the next day, there's shit everywhere, all over the fucking walls. That was part of why I gave my kids. And I was like, I don't fucking know how to deal with this. I don't know how to stop this. Shit smeared everywhere. After she had that seizure, just boom, her whole life changed. Her whole life changed. Miss Know-It-All. And it was just Raven. Now the abuse, me and Dwayne used to fight over the shit he did to her. That was why when he left that final time, I told him to stay gone. I kept praying for things to change. Maybe being young was not a good excuse, but I kept thinking things was going to change. They were not. I didn't do anything to them.
She did nothing to them but love them and take care of them the best way she could. And you gonna sit there and say some shit. How dare you? Because if it was you with
Because at the time they should have been taken away was when Dwayne was in the fucking picture.
Because if it was you with kids.
When he was doing some real fuck shit. Like sneaking and giving Raven my pills when I'm out of town.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Then tell me I gotta hurry up and get back. Maybe he didn't want me to get my drive. I was down there went to New Orleans to try to get my marriage license, my driver's license. Maybe, who knows, if I would have left him with Ivan instead of Raven. Maybe it would have been worse. But I left him with Raven and took Ivan with me and went to New Orleans. While I'm down there trying to get my marriage license because Candy fucked me up. Candy fucked me over. Like I said, when I tried to give her the money to do it, she spent my money. So I went to try to do it on my own.
You wrong for that.
And Dwayne said I needed to hurry back to Virginia because he said Raven swallowed all my pills.
Oh my God.
Found out that my car was totaled. I needed to get another car, and he was fired from his job. And I'm like, how did all this happen in one fucking day?
What?
Yeah, Dwayne was a narcissist too, I tell you.
Damn. And see, with all this happening,
He told me I was about to be in big trouble. I said, how? Like, he was always trying to kill kids and make it look like an accident. Like, I don't hide that. I tell people about that.
see, that's the thing between you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how you know.
I told the state people about that, so that's on record. Okay? So why they was trying to get the kids to him and make me pay him child support, all kind of retarded shit, they was on some shady, fucked up shit too. But it was just a fucked up case, okay? And really, not Candy's business. Why she's all in my business, but keeps saying it's not my business of me watching her videos, but she's telling all of my business to the world.
Right.
Of why they even need to know my business. Why am I that important? I don't know, but she's talking about she's documenting her gang stuff. What my sex life has to do with her gang stalking, I have no idea.
That's
what my income, how much money I get every month,
that's none of your business.
Has to do with her gang stalking. And all this bullshit about I'm getting paid to stalk her.
That's stupid.
She comes on all 3 of her channels to downvote my videos. Okay, sucker. Look, point the video at the dog.
You got a lot of nerve.
How Leah said, who do you think you are?
A hit dog. Hit dog gonna holler like she say.
No. Aaliyah didn't say that.
I'm talking about. Never mind.
You interrupted me. Aaliyah said, who do you think you are now? I can't believe you got the nerve, boy. That's what she said in her song.
I'm saying what you know what I'm saying?
Me, a hit dog on holler?
Right. You know? You got a lot of nerve talking about I'm just trying to get the truth out there.
Oh yeah, Hit Dog is gonna holler. That's where all these videos keep coming from. She talking about she's documenting her gangster. But a
Bomb.
lot of shit that she's saying are not even all of everybody business is not relevant to what she's what. I'm like, stay on topic. You talking about you documenting your targeting, but a lot of shit ain't
It
even
don't-
about your targeting.
Right.
Like, I'm not targeting you, so. But you're saying you're documenting your targeting, but you keep. That's called slander, sweetie. And I remember when we were children, and I first heard the word slander, it had to do with you. Said something about but Candy actually was telling the truth on that. What Candy said, Candy blurted out and said, "You remember when Joe beat on Melinda?" And then it's like, I could sue you for defamation of character. That was what it was. Slander came from some in my Bible class, and something my foster mama got into with this lady named Miss Daryl Jones, and she said something about slander and went off on that lady. That was where slander I heard came from. I was a little bit older, but when we were kids, we learned about I learned about defamation of character. And he was talking about suing Candy for defamation of character. But Joe did used to beat Melinda just as bad as he used to beat us, and he used to beat her when she was pregnant as well.
Jeez.
But he taught Melinda to put her hands on us as well. Melinda was Joe's wife, our foster brother's wife. So that was our foster sister-in-law, and she was responsible for, like, she was Filipino, and so she was fucking with me one day. So I was fucking with her back because that was an insult. Like,
sit down, Pippa.
She gonna ask me one day that I flushed the toilet, so I started making fun of her accent. I'm like, the what? She like, did you flush the toilet? I said, toilet? She's like, yeah, did you flush it? I said, toilet. So she got mad and started coming at me, and so she bashed me in the face with my own vase. Cause I used to be real creative. I used to spend hours killing time, like taking the Mardi Gras beads and cutting them up, and they used to come out real pretty. So Ann used to take these little colorful vases for me to put them in. So she took me and busted me in my face with the vase, and I started bleeding. Blood was just running down. I'm sitting there like bleeding. Like, I run and go tell Ann what happened. She said, "That's a good for you. You deserve it." Now, mind you, when I told y'all the situation, now I was bleeding just as bad as Kyle was. Like I told y'all in the other video, I got my ass beat. Same shit happened to me. I'm told I deserve it. I was shocked. I'm like, what? I deserve what? You're not gonna beat her at? You're not gonna curse her out? What? I deserve it. But had it have been Candy or Kyle or Juju, they would beat the shit out of Melinda. But because it was Brandy, I deserve it.
Lay down. Right?
But this video too long, China dog.
I'm just gonna say this one last thing. Know the difference. When you talk, and if people don't understand this when I say this, then I don't know what to tell y'all. When you talk, you do one of these numbers. Yeah, and when Brandy talks, she does it and looks you straight in your face. Straight at the camera. All the time.
It's called honor and respect. Because when you honor and respect somebody, you ain't gonna fucking lie to them. Bye.